question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Always made my troubles feel so small, and you were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight, singing hallelujah. Just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight.
Now I had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's a truth, and I owe it all to you. 'Cause I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. I've been waiting for so long, now I finally found someone to stand by me. We saw the writing on the wall as we felt this magical fantasy. Now with passion in our eyes, there's no way we could disguise it secretly. So we take each other's hand, 'cause we seem to understand the urgency. Just remember, you're the one thing I can't get enough of. So I'll tell you something. There's gonna be love, because I had the time of my life. I swear it's a truth, and I hope it don't take you. I had the time of my life. No, I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's a truth, and I'm only on here 'cause I had the time of my life. Chance to have me on
Goodbye, England's rose. May you ever grow in our hearts. You were the grace that placed itself where lives were torn apart. You called out to our country and you whispered to those in pain. Now you belong to heaven and the stars spell out your name. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind.
Would you please stand?
Never fading with the sunset when the rain set in. And your footsteps will always fall here along England's greenest hills. Your candles burned out long before your legend ever will. Loveliness we've lost, these empty days without your smile. This torch we'll always carry for our nation's golden child. Even though we try, the truth brings us to tears. All our words cannot express the joy you brought us through the years. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never fading with the sunset when rain set in. Footsteps will always fall here along England's greenest hills. Your candles burned out long before your legend ever will. Goodbye, England's rose. May you ever grow in our hearts. You were the grace that placed itself where lives were torn apart. Goodbye, England's rose, from a country lost without your soul, who missed the wings of your compassion more than you'll ever know. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never fading with the sunset when the rain set in. And your footsteps will always fall here along England's greenest hills. Your candles burned out long before your legend ever will. Your footsteps will
I've lived my life beside you all, cocooned within your love. So family and friends, please don't cry. I'm still with you, now, just up above. I know how much you wish that I'd stayed. I feel so very blessed. Of all the people to have in my world, I got the very best. You may think of me in your waking hours and on those sleepless nights. Just look out the window and there you'll find me, that brightest star, that shining light. I'm the gentle breeze in summer. I'm the unexpected white feather. I've plucked it from my downy wings. So please remember, we are always together. I know how much it hurts your soul when we have to say goodbye, but I'm not gone. I'm always here. I am your butterfly. Good afternoon to each of you who have come and who have gathered here this afternoon. My name is Simon, and along with all of the staff here at Parkside Funerals, we have been privileged to have been invited to care for Lyndy after her death and to be a part of this service. And so I thank you, Melanie, Timothy, Louis, Harley, and indeed all of Lyndy's extended family for inviting us to be here. Before we move too far into our service, could I please ask that anyone who has a mobile phone on them, that they switch it off or onto silent as your mark of respect for Lyndy. There are undoubtedly some people who can't be with us today for varying reasons, and so I would like to mention that we are thinking of them, as I'm sure they are taking a few quiet moments out of their afternoon to think of all of us who are here. And I'm sure that they are also remembering Lyndy in their own ways. For those of you who are joining us today via live stream, I welcome you also. Your presence is equally as important to Lyndy's family. After our service here in the chapel this afternoon, you are all warmly invited to stay and to join with the family at the rear of the chapel for a time of refreshment, a time of support, and a time to share your own stories and your own memories of Lyndy with her family and with each other. From what I learnt about Lyndy is that she achieved in her life what she wanted. She had a life that was filled with love, filled with family, with happiness, a life filled of volunteering and a career that she loved, working with people who loved and respected her. That's not to say that her life was without its challenges, because she certainly faced those. But I think that the challenges were minor in comparison to the joy that she experienced and the love that she gave to all of you. I learnt that Lyndy was a creator. She could make anything, any type of craft or macrame or flower arranging or Lego, anything to keep her hands busy and her mind active. She could look at something, pick it up and hold it in her hands, and she could work out how to make it herself. And then she'd set about putting it together. She loved making things to gift to people, knowing that what she was giving them was far more valuable than what money could buy. She was giving people her time, her love, a part of herself to the people that she loved. Lyndy was a self-proclaimed part of the royal family. She was certainly the matriarch or the queen of her own family, And she wasn't afraid to give people their orders, or I've noticed today, their labels. A poem that the Queen chose for her own mother, the Queen Mother's funeral, is called She Is Gone, and I'd like to share that with you now. It says, you can shed tears that she is gone, or you can smile because she has lived. You can close your eyes and pray that she will come back, or you can open your eyes and see all that she has left. Your heart can be empty because you can't see her, or you can be full of the love that you shared. You can turn your back on tomorrow and live for yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember her and only that she is gone, or you can cherish her memory and let it live on. You can cry, you can close your mind, be empty and turn your back, or you can do what Lyndy would want. You can smile, you can open your eyes, love and go on. I was told that Lyndy had just a few requests or a few instructions for how she wanted today to go. She wanted her funeral to be bigger than the Queen's. She wanted a guest appearance from the Grim Reaper himself, and she wanted someone to stand up here and toss a bouquet of flowers, just as you would do at a wedding, to see whose funeral might be next. Lyndy, some of your wishes we have been able to fulfil, but some we haven't. She wanted a wicker coffin because she loved picnics and the time spent with her family on a picnic. And so, it is at times like these that we stop the onrush of our own lives. And we pause for a little while to reflect on a life of some 66 years, just as we would meet to say goodbye to anyone who we love, who was leaving on any journey. We are meeting today to say our public goodbyes to Lyndy. We send her off today with our love, with some tears, with our blessings, but most of all, we send Lyndy off with our gratitude for having had her as a mum, a mother-in-law, a nonna, a sister-in-law, an auntie and a friend. The influence that Lyndy has had on the people whose lives have been closest to her is profound. That influence does not end with her death, but it continues into the future. Lyndy was maybe what you would call a collector. She certainly filled her house to the brim with all the things that she loved and made with her crafting. But her collecting didn't just cover material possessions. She was also a collector of people. She surrounded herself with people who loved her, and she loved them in return. Lyndy was a loving friend of Gerald. They shared their earlier lives together as husband and wife, and in latter years as friends. Together they created a beautiful family, a family that they can be proud of. Lyndy is the dearly loved mum of Melanie and of Tim, and of course not forgetting little Jasmine. She's a treasured nana or nonna of Louis and Harley. She was a dear friend to Melanie's partner Simon and his family. Lyndy was the loved daughter of Ken and Molly Palmer, and a cherished sister of Betty, of Kathy, of Jim, Bob, John and Jeff, a loved sister-in-law and a loved auntie of all her nieces and nephews. I found some words that I think they may come to us today from Lyndy herself. and it says, "Thank you for coming. I'm so glad you're here. We've got one last goodbye for me and for those I hold dear. You might find it hard, unfair or sad, but I see it as a chance to reminisce about what we've had. It's not the end when we die. It's just one last chance to say goodbye." And so today we talk about Lyndy because we are proud. We talk about her because she deserves to be remembered. And we talk about her because even though she is now not with us, she is never far from our minds. We talk about her because she is a part of us, because we love her, and we always will. In a little while, I'm just giving you a little bit of warning, in a little while there will be an opportunity for any of you to come forward and share a memory or a story with everyone, if you've got one about Lyndy. But first, I would like to share with you what her family have put together. And they've written, "Thank you to everyone who came today to celebrate the life of our mum, Lyndy. I know she'd be looking down from heaven at you all thinking, I didn't know I was so popular. Lyndy was definitely one of a kind. She's strong, independent, resilient, sometimes stubborn, straightforward, and if she gave you the look, you knew that she was serious. She was a loving mother, a sister, a favourite auntie, a cousin, a niece, a mentor, and a teacher to many, and she is highly respected in the community. She has definitely left an everlasting impression on anyone that she has met." Lyndy Louise Palmer was born on the 12th of January 1960 in Queenstown. She was the youngest daughter of Ken and Molly Palmer and is a much-loved sister of Betty, Kathy, Jim, Bob, John and Jeff. Her childhood was filled with love and laughter, and having 6 older siblings to try and wrap around her little finger was the greatest. Lyndy tried to get her own way all the time, and she usually succeeded, even when she was told no to the family cat being in a family portrait photo. Lyndy sulked, and in the end the cat was in the family portrait, but neither the cat or Lyndy looked very happy when the portrait was finally taken. She often spoke about the good times down at Safety Cove, how she hated the long drive from Queenstown to Port Arthur in the Valiant, spending time with her cousins, playing in the Queen River when it was grey sludge, and how she hated it when Molly would make her put on a dress and act like a lady. Lyndy attended St Joseph's Catholic School and then went on to high school at Murray High, later organising her high school reunions. Her first ever job was at the Shoe Mart in Queenstown. In 1975, she met a local boy named Gerald Smith, often apparently perving on him when he was at the BP Cafe and she was walking past. Love blossomed, and on the 8th of April 1978, Gerald and Lyndy became husband and wife. On the 13th of October that year, Lyndy gave birth to a baby girl, Jasmine Mary. But sadly, she passed away the next day. Then, on the 29th of March 1980, Gerald and Lyndy welcomed another daughter, Melanie Amber, and a year later, on the 20th of November 1981, they welcomed a son, Timothy Gerald. By this time, Gerald and Lyndy had moved to Rosebery with their 2 children, and once us kids started school, Lyndy became a member of the Parents and Friends Committee. That led to her being offered a position of library aide, and then became the librarian, using her creative skills to make displays about everything and anything. She then became the homeschool liaison officer, guiding students onto the right career paths, organising work experience and helping students write their resumes. She was on the school council and eventually became a teacher, teaching vocational educational courses for Year 11 and 12 students at Rosebery District High School. Lyndy then changed careers and she entered the hospitality industry. She worked as a housekeeper at the Cosy Cabins at Cradle Mountain. She used her people skills and her vast local knowledge as a receptionist and housekeeper at the Cradle Mountain Wilderness Village. Then she moved on to Cradle Mountain, where she was promoted to housekeeping supervisor and then promoted to the executive housekeeper. And she has held that position ever since, working at Freycinet Lodge, Strawn Village, making plenty of friends and becoming a mentor to all of her housekeepers that were working under her. In 2003, Lyndy became a nonna for the first time when Louis was born. Nicknamed the Apprentice, was often told that nonnas are always right and everyone else is always wrong. In 2013, Lyndy became a nonna again to Harley. Memories of Harley being Darth Vader with a Minecraft sword down at Honeymoon Bay, and Nonna making Harley Superman, Batman and Captain America sandwiches to share are priceless. Lyndy was all about her community, from organising markets, being on various local committees and volunteering at the Strawn Op Shop. She always gave freely of her time and she never expected anything in return. She spent 15 years as a volunteer firefighter at the Rosebery Tulla Fire Brigade and 10 years as the secretary of the Tasmanian Volunteer Fire Brigades Association, which earned her a life membership. She was awarded her 15-year-long service medal by Tas Fire Service and was awarded the West Coast Emergency Services Worker of the Year Award. Lyndy was known for creating anything she could with her hands, from sewing clothes, making levers dinner dresses, embroidery, paper flowers, macrame, you name it, Lyndy made it. She always had a project on the go and many more projects in her mind just waiting to be made. She was the best mother and nana we could ever ask for. She taught us to be independent, to stand up for what we believe in, to be ourselves, and to never let anyone tell us we couldn't achieve greatness. She taught us that if you made a mistake, own it and learn from it. Otherwise, it's not a mistake. She was the most caring, honest, loving person, hardworking that I've ever known, and I wish that I could be half the woman that she is. I love you, Mum, and I hope that we make you proud. I mentioned earlier about an opportunity for any of you to come forward and to share a story or a memory about Lyndy. And so if there is anyone who would like to come forward, please feel welcome to do so.
Hello everybody. You can't read my label, but I'm police niece. Just sitting there shortly ago, I was thinking of a story with Auntie Lyndy, where I was at my sister's house, Tanya in Hobart, and there was myself, Tanya, and Auntie Lyndy. And Auntie Lyndy decided that she was going to sleep on out the fold-out bed. Well, as you can imagine, she starts to unfold it, she gets on it, and it closes on her. So she gets squashed by one side, so then she struggles, she gets it down, she leans over to push it down, and the other side pops up and squashes her. And this went on for about 10 minutes before she just got up, walked outside, and as she does, had a smoke before she tried again. Thank you.
Is there anyone else?
I met Lyndy when she hired me at Freycinet Lodge, and she never got my name right. She always said, Rihanna, in this slightly grumpy voice. But it's not, it's Rihanna. And mine is the yellow combi outside, because she always wanted a duck egg blue one. I suspect that's part of why she hired me the first time. But now she won't get to buy one. So mine is out there parked the wrong way because she wants to come inside too. Thank you.
I'm sure there'll be many more stories shared later when there's not quite so much pressure. Lyndy left our world last Tuesday, the 12th of January, after a short but fierce and courageous battle for her health. She was surrounded in her death by the love, the thoughts, and the support of her family.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here but you're not, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name, 'cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here but you're not, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, and I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember, and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here but you're not, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today, toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your memories bring back your memories bring back your memories bring back your.
You're right, that cat didn't look impressed. I think it's important for us to remember that Lyndy is still with us. There won't be any new memories to make with her, but there are lots and lots of old ones to remember and to smile about again and again. No one can ever take away what it was that you shared with Lyndy. They say that the most beautiful and best things in life can't be seen or touched because they are your memories. And so as we've come to the final chapter of Lyndy's life, it's easy for us to say it's okay for her to go, to be free from life's pain. But you will miss her, because Lyndy is not here to care for us, because she is not here to touch or to hold. She's not here to share a cuppa or a chat or a cheeky cigarette. She's not here to laugh, because she's not here. This parting is bound to bring sadness, whatever the relationship was that you shared with Lyndy. And at this moment, I ask you to be comfortable with your sadness. Let the tears flow if they need to, because someone special in your life is now missing. Lyndy's love and her generosity in the things that she did for others will never be forgotten. A light has gone out without so much as a flicker, and all we have left is the precious memory of how brightly it burnt and the warmth that it gave us. Lyndy was a giver. She was a giver of her time, her patience, her respect, her pride, and her love. I invite the family to come forward and to take a few quiet moments with Lyndy. Place a flower upon her coffin, and as they do, I would invite all of us to reflect upon what it was that Lyndy has given to us. Thank you.
Or capital H-I-M. Just put your paws up, 'cause you were born this way, baby. My mama told me when I was young, we're all born superstars. She rolled my hair, put my lipstick on, in a glass of her boudoir. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, 'cause he made you perfect, babe. So hold your head up, girl, and you'll go far. There's nothing there to say. I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause I make no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't hurt yourself and regret, just love yourself and you said, I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Oh, there ain't no other way, baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Give yourself prudence and love your friends. Subway kid, rejoice your truth. In the religion of the insecure, I must be myself, respect my youth. A different law is not a sin. Believe capital H I am. Hey, hey, along the line of this record and me, I'm on it, but
And so, Lyndy, we acknowledge that we have to let you go. And I'd like to share with you now the Serenity Prayer, which is something that Lyndy had chosen as part of today's service. And it says, God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. But Lyndy, before we let you go, I would like to thank you. I would like to thank you for all that you brought into our lives, for all the things that we learnt from you and that we shared with you. We are glad that our lives have touched. We are glad that we knew you, that we loved you, and that you loved us in return. Lyndy, we will never forget you. How glad we are that we were part of your life. How your leaving us brings us such sadness. But we know that we can do no more for you in this life, and that our last act of care is to lay you to rest. And so we have met to honour and to celebrate a life that was lived with fun, with laughter, with generosity, a love of her family and her friends who became her family, a life of acceptance, of crafting and of creating. We are glad to be numbered amongst those who have loved and respected you, Lyndy, and who call you friend. And so we say goodbye to your physical presence amongst us, and we commit you. We commit you to our hearts, to our minds, and to our memories. We commit to the telling of your stories so that others will know you. We commit to loving you from now until eternity, and we commit to supporting each other through our loss of you. And gently and tenderly, we commit you for cremation, eventually to return earth to earth, ashes to ashes, and dust to dust. May you rest, Lyndy, for eternity, knowing only peace and the love of your family and your friends. And to close, some final words that I thought maybe come to us now from Lyndy. And they say, when I go, don't learn to live without me. Just learn to live with my love in a different way. If you need to see me, close your eyes or look in your shadow when the sun is shining, because I am there. Sit with me in the quiet and you will know that I did not leave. There is no leaving when one soul is blended with another. When I go, don't learn to live without me. Just learn to look for me in the moments. I will be there. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand?
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure 'Cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. Soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forests will echo with laughter. Just a sprinkling for the May Queen. Yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run